All right, just want to continue one more time to review for the people at home that might be working on their flip book. Again, you're welcome to fold pieces of paper and make a book. You can do this in the Google Slides if that's easier for you. Whatever tends to help the people at home, and that goes for the people in here as well. If you happen to end up at home and you left your book here, you could finish some of it up in a Google Slide, or you could just get some paper at home and fold that in half and make your book and then slide that in your book when you get back to school. All of those things seem to work out fine. Now remember, if we look back at our rubric, let me pull that up. If we look at the rubric, here are the words that you have to use: producer, herbivore, carnivore, omnivore, decomposer, niche, predator, and prey. You have to use the word in the definition, draw a picture of it, and then the last part, which is the hardest part, wouldn't you agree, Nolan, is using other vocabulary and sentences about that. So, yesterday we used the word producer. We defined it. It makes its own food. A plant is a producer. Plants need sun, water, soil, and temperature to live. These are non-living or abiotic factors. It could also look a little bit like this. An herbivore only eats plants. A cow is an herbivore because it only eats grass, right? Now you'll notice like I'm kind of highlighting the vocabulary words that I'm using. How could you do that on paper? Well, you could use a different color pen. You could underline it, put a box around it, or just leave it as it is because I should be able to figure that out. Zebras are another example of herbivores because they only eat producers, something that uses the sun to make its own food. That came from this one. Many times herbivores are prey. Why? Because they are hunted as food. They are the first thing to eat in the food chain, and then people will eat them. So a lion would be hunting zebras. A zebra's habitat, there's another word, vocabulary word, and you can see I defined it. Where it lives naturally is the savanna, although we can see them at the zoo. In a zoo, the zebra has no predators, which is animals that hunt for their own food. So Brandon, can you see how I've included other vocabulary as I'm describing my herbivore? Pretty easy to do, I think. If you have questions, just send me an email or a dojo or something, and I hope that helps. Again, looking back at this, just make sure you have included all of these words in your book or Google Slides, and you will be fine. And it is Friday. We are signing off. We will see you back on Monday.